Right now, the most intense winter weather of this season is taking shape, and you will definitely feel its effects. Starting today, heavy lake-effect snow will hit areas downwind of the Great Lakes, causing sudden whiteout conditions and hazardous roads. But the snow won't stop here. Another storm will move across the northern plains, Midwest, and Ohio Valley, making travel even more difficult this already challenging week. Just a few inches of snow can worsen road safety and increase risks for travelers. That is only the beginning of what's coming next. A strong, long-lasting Arctic air mass will move in over the next few days, bringing the coldest temperatures of the season to millions. Wind chills might drop to nearly 50 degrees below zero, with actual air temperatures falling as low as 30 below zero across parts of the Midwest. These could be the coldest readings we've seen in this year, possibly breaking records across many states. This extreme cold is very dangerous. Today's forecast will explain everything you need to know about this major shift in our weather. This winter is about to take a dramatic turn over the next few days. Let's dive into the details. Let's start with the jet stream, which will be controlling our weather for the next couple of weeks. Right now, there's a deep dip in the jet stream across the Midwest and Northeast. A large low-pressure system near the Great Lakes is already bringing snow across parts of Michigan and the Northeast, where some areas in the Appalachian Mountains even have blizzard warnings in effect, plus many winter weather advisories from Ohio and Michigan, all the way to Maine. Heading into Thursday and Friday, this dip in the jet stream will become more pronounced, as strong upper-level winds push cold air from northwest Canada into the northern plains. Residents of the Dakotas, Minnesota, and Wisconsin will start feeling this cold air possibly as early as Friday. By Saturday and Sunday, those powerful upper-level winds will continue to drive very cold air across the Midwest, Ohio Valley, Northeast, and even the Mid-Atlantic, where temperatures could be as much as 50 degrees below normal. This cold spell will stick around through Sunday and Monday for much of the Midwest and Northeast. Then, mid-next week, we'll see a shift to a very different weather pattern that might surprise many. Instead of Arctic blasts, we expect a large ridge to build across the southeast, bringing warmer weather to much of the country. This will likely cut off the strong northwest flow, sending cold air into the lower 48 states. That change will bring more west to east, or zonal, flow across the country, leading to milder, more moderate conditions in many places. While temperatures should rise above average, keep in mind there is still the possibility of 1 or 2 winter storms right before Christmas. Now, let's look at exactly how cold the next 10 days will be, focusing on temperature anomalies, that is, differences from normal temperatures. Right now, some places in western Wisconsin are already 25 to 30 degrees below average. But this is only a warm-up, as a significant Arctic blast is expected to impact the Midwest on Saturday and beyond. Saturday won't be the coldest day, though. Most of the Midwest will see temperatures 20 to 40 degrees below average, which is already severe. But Sunday will bring even colder conditions. Meanwhile, areas along the Gulf Coast, Southwest deserts, and Rocky Mountains will enjoy above-average temperatures at least through Saturday. On Sunday, the Arctic blast intensifies across the Midwest, with some areas in Minnesota and Wisconsin near 50 degrees below average. Actual temperatures could drop close to negative 25 degrees, not counting wind chill. Meanwhile, to the south and west, residents of the Gulf Coast, Rockies, and the West Coast, including California and Nevada, will experience warmer than normal weather. By late Sunday and Monday, the cold air will spread east into the Ohio Valley and along the East Coast. Even Florida will feel a slight chill, with temperatures around 5 degrees below average. The Ohio Valley could see temperatures 30 to 35 degrees below normal on Monday morning. By Tuesday and Wednesday, cold air will linger up and down the East Coast. But by mid to late next week, we expect warm weather to return, potentially bringing record highs right before Christmas. To sum it up, here are the forecasted temperatures for this weekend. Starting Friday night, temperatures will fall across the Midwest and Northern Plains, with sub-zero readings in North Dakota and Minnesota. Things will get much colder on Saturday morning, marking the coldest air mass so far this season. Saturday morning temperatures will be widespread in the negative teens across North Dakota and Minnesota. Minneapolis may wake up to about negative 10 degrees. Fargo could drop close to negative 20. And northern Wisconsin will see readings below zero. Chicago will be in the teens and 20s, while much of the Ohio Valley and Northeast will have temperatures in the 20s and 30s. Meanwhile, the Gulf Coast will remain unusually warm for this time of year, with temperatures in the 60s to near 70 degrees in Houston Saturday morning. Sunday morning, however, will bring the coldest conditions winter has delivered so far and possibly the coldest morning of the year. Most of the country has yet to see sub-30-degree temperatures except at high elevations. In northwestern Minnesota, temperatures could plunge near -30 on Sunday morning, while Minneapolis may see about -15, Wausau around -10, Chicago just 9 degrees, and Green Bay near -4 at dawn. Daytime highs will be minimal, many barely climbing above zero. Sunday will be extremely cold. By Monday, that frigid air will move south, dropping Tennessee's temperatures into the 20s with a likely hard freeze. The freezing line will reach as far south as the Florida Panhandle, Alabama, and Mississippi, which means sensitive plants there need protection. Across Ohio, temperatures will be in the single digits, with some areas dipping below zero as far south as northern Kentucky. On Tuesday and Wednesday, cold air will hold across the Northeast and Midwest, but conditions will improve by midweek. Warmer weather will take hold, encouraging snowmelt in the Midwest by the middle to end of next week. Those hoping for snow to melt soon are in luck starting then. Let's talk about how cold it will actually feel with the wind factored in. On Saturday, wind chills could drop to -30 degrees in northern central Minnesota, near -24 in Minneapolis, about -20 in Green Bay, and close to zero in Michigan. Sunday morning's wind chills will be even more severe, with some spots near -50 degrees, including near Fargo, North Dakota. Across the Midwest, widespread wind chills around 20 degrees below zero are expected, with Minneapolis near 30 degrees below zero and Chicago about 10 degrees below. By Monday morning, those dangerously low wind chills will reach far south, almost to Jacksonville, with freezing sensations extending to Mobile, Alabama. Temperatures will feel below zero across the Northeast, Ohio, Valley, and Tennessee. Many will wake to a chill near 10 degrees, so be sure your warmest winter coats are ready. This is a major change in weather. Remember, with wind chills this low, frostbite can occur in under 10 minutes of exposure. If you must be outside, cover all exposed skin. This cold is hazardous and demands your serious attention. Keep pets indoors, check on elderly neighbors, and ensure your heating systems are working well. Now let's focus on the snow currently falling across the country. Snow is sweeping through Wisconsin, Michigan, and New York, and will spread later today across Pennsylvania, especially near Erie and Buffalo, where heavy snowfall is expected. After lunchtime, snow will move across the entire Northeast, including Maine, New Hampshire, Vermont, and into the Appalachian Mountains, with blizzard conditions possible. By late afternoon into the night, most snow will taper off, except for lake-effect snow that will continue into Thursday. This lake-effect snow will mainly impact Michigan and northern Ohio, peaking Thursday afternoon in northwestern Michigan in a narrow band. Western New York will also see some lake-effect snow on Thursday. The snow is not expected to be as severe as originally forecast, but watch for snowfall in far southwestern New York and northern Michigan. On Thursday, another clipper system will bring snow to the northern plains, Midwest, and Ohio Valley. Some freezing rain might affect South Dakota, while snow showers will impact Minnesota, Wisconsin, Iowa, and Illinois. By late Thursday night into early Friday, snow will reach central and northern Illinois, including Chicago, then Indiana and Ohio. The snow will then taper as it moves toward the Appalachian Mountains. Maryland and Washington, D.C. may see a light dusting on Friday, with snow continuing in the Great Lakes and Northeast late Friday night through Saturday. Yet another snow band will form across the northern plains, potentially adding snow to parts of the Ohio Valley. This will arrive as the Arctic blast moves in, meaning any snow that falls will stay on the ground, since melting won't occur with such cold temperatures. As for snowfall totals from this upcoming system Thursday into Friday, widespread 1 to 3 inches of snow is expected from Minneapolis to Chicago, north of Springfield, Illinois, and into southern Ohio near Cincinnati. Fort Wayne will likely see 1 to 2 inches. If you are located in the Northeast, significant snowfall from lake-effect snow is possible, especially in extreme southwestern New York, northwestern Pennsylvania, and near Watertown, New York, with expected amounts between 6 and 12 inches. Across northern New England and much of upstate New York, we're looking at a widespread 4 to 8 inches, with some spots possibly seeing 12 to 16 inches. Western New York will also face notable lake-effect snow over the next 2 days. The real concern with this snow isn't just how much will fall, it's the timing and weather conditions. Snow will fall as temperatures plunge and winds increase, causing blowing and drifting snow, reduced visibility, and very hazardous travel, especially Thursday night into Friday as the Clipper system passes through. Heading into the weekend, additional light snow is expected Friday into Saturday across the Great Lakes and Northern Plains, with very light snow moving into the Ohio Valley late Saturday into early Sunday, adding perhaps another inch or two in some areas. By Monday and Tuesday, high pressure will build over the eastern United States, while heavy rain and snow continue in the Pacific Northwest. Currently, no major winter storms are forecast beyond the next few days, but by mid to late next week, there are hints snow may return strongly. This possibility arises because, as we shift from a very cold pattern to a warmer one just before Christmas, a strong temperature contrast will develop. When moisture is present along such a temperature boundary, winter storms often form. We will be watching this closely next week. This Arctic blast will be intense but relatively brief. By midweek, the pattern will change dramatically. I want to stress this because it marks a significant shift in our weather. Currently, a strong northwest flow is pushing Arctic air down from Canada, but by Wednesday and Thursday, that flow will fade, replaced by a west to east, or zonal, flow. This will allow warmer air to build, especially across the eastern half of the country. By Christmas week, many parts of the nation could experience above-average temperatures, with some areas possibly reaching record highs. So, if you're traveling for Christmas and worried about cold weather, the good news is it should be much milder by Christmas Eve and day. The downside is that any snow from this week will likely melt in southern regions, dimming chances for a white Christmas there. Up north in states like Minnesota, Wisconsin, Michigan, and parts of New York, snow will likely remain on the ground thanks to heavy snowfall and cold soil temperatures, which will slow melting even as it warms. Further south, in places like Illinois, Indiana, and Ohio, most snow will probably be gone by Christmas. Now, about travel impacts, this will be a challenging week for many. If you plan to travel Thursday or Friday, especially in the Midwest or Great Lakes region, prepare for snow and bitter cold. Roads will be slick, visibility could drop quickly during snow squalls or lake-effect snowbands, and winds will cause blowing and drifting snow, making travel hazardous. By this weekend, the main challenge will be the extreme cold. If you must travel, make sure your vehicle is ready, have a full tank of gas, and keep an emergency kit with blankets, food, water, a flashlight, and a phone charger. Being stranded in such cold can become life-threatening very fast. For air travelers, be aware that extreme cold can disrupt flights. In past cold snaps, airlines have canceled or delayed flights because planes cannot operate safely in such frigid conditions. If flying out of cities like Minneapolis, Chicago, Milwaukee, or Detroit, please monitor your flight status closely and have a backup plan. For those staying home, ensure your heating system is functioning well. Losing power in this cold can become dangerous quickly indoors. Keep flashlights and batteries handy. If you have a generator, make sure it's ready, but never use it inside to avoid carbon monoxide poisoning, which is a very serious risk. Let's break this down regionally. In the northern plains, states like North Dakota, South Dakota, and Minnesota expect the most intense Arctic blast with temperatures near -30 degrees in some areas and wind chills approaching -50. Multiple snow events will make this a serious situation, so please be prepared. In the upper Midwest, Wisconsin, Michigan, and northern Illinois, temperatures will be very cold, ranging from the negative teens to near zero, with wind chills between -20 and -30. Multiple snow chances, especially with lake effect, mean travel on Thursday and Friday will be difficult. In the Ohio Valley, Ohio, Indiana, Kentucky, cold air will arrive Sunday and Monday, though not as extreme. Expect temperatures in the single digits and teens, with wind chills below zero. Snow from the Clipper system Thursday and Friday should be manageable in most locales. In the Northeast Pennsylvania, New York, and New England, snow falls today and Thursday from the current system, plus lake effect snow, followed by cold air Sunday and Monday. Temperatures will hover in the teens and 20s, with wind chills below zero, mainly in northern parts. Upstate New York and northern New England will see the heaviest snow totals. If you're in the mid-Atlantic states, Virginia, Maryland, and Washington, D.C., light snow is possible Friday, but amounts look minimal. The cold arrives Monday but will be milder than further north, with temperatures in the 20s and 30s, and wind chills in the teens. This won't be a major event, but still cooler than average. In the southeast Tennessee, Alabama, and Georgia, expect a hard freeze Monday, with temperatures in the 20s and low 30s. The freezing line will reach all the way to the Gulf Coast, so protect sensitive plants. However, temperatures will warm rapidly by midweek. In the southern states like Louisiana, Mississippi, and Florida, the coldest air will arrive Monday morning, with temperatures in the 30s and low 40s, and possible freezing in northern areas. This cold snap will be brief, with a significant warm-up by Wednesday and Thursday, and possibly near record warmth by Christmas week. Looking past this Arctic blast into late December and early January, the forecast becomes more uncertain. What is clear is that after this cold passes, we'll see a notable warm-up right before Christmas, but what follows remains unclear. Some signs hint at another potential cold pattern returning after Christmas, while others suggest a milder trend continuing through December into January. This will depend on how the jet stream sets up, and currently, models do not agree. We will definitely be watching for possible winter storms around Christmas or shortly after. The shift from warm to cold, or the persistence of warm weather, might create zones where storms can develop. This is important to monitor, especially if you plan to travel during the holidays. To sum up, a very active and cold pattern is unfolding over the next several days, with multiple snow events and lake effect snow ongoing. An intense Arctic blast will bring dangerous cold and wind chills Saturday through Monday. This will be the coldest air of the season so far and may challenge records. If you plan to travel this week, be prepared. If you stay home, ensure your heating works and keep emergency supplies ready. Check on elderly neighbors and keep pets indoors. This is serious cold weather and should be taken seriously. The good news is, this will not last forever. By midweek, the pattern shifts, warmer air arrives, and by Christmas week, much of the country could see above-average temperatures. If you can get through this week, better weather is on the way for the holidays. Please stay prepared, stay updated with weather information, and take this cold seriously. This will be a significant weather event over the coming days. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next update.